Oh yeah, that's what I like to see. Welcome everybody to today's episode of Flawless Fatherhood, where we're in the business of changing the culture of this country's disgusting fatherless society. Let's get to it. Hey, first off, I want to tell you a little bit about myself, just in case you missed it. In the last episode of my Flawless Fatherhood mission statement. What you have here in your benefits for being a part of this platform is you'll be subject to a person, a father that went through a divorce in 2006 and was the primary residential parent for his then 8 and 3-year-old sons. How did I do it? I'll tell you on this platform. Also, I have a third son that I had from an ex that we were in a relationship at the time. The relationship dissolved, and guess what? I have a 50-50 split. After I established my paternity and I actually took her to court, I have a 50-50 split. How did that happen? How did I win on both ends, in divorce and in paternal situation, custodial situation, with being unwed? Because I did my work. I've done the hard work for you guys. And I'm willing to help you guys out in your time of trouble to secure your future with a significant amount of time. My goal is to where you have 50% of the time. More, if you get more, great. But have an adequate amount of time in your child or children's life moving forward. This channel is not about saving men money and child support, okay? Money is money. Money gets spent. Guess what? You can never buy back the time that you will lose with your child or children in the future. Listen, trust me on that, all right? We have to get out of this mindset on chasing the bag and putting our children second to everything else. Let's get into today's content. As you can see by the thumbnail, it's about the worst thing, look, you just can't do this, guys, and I understand it's very detrimental, but it's about programming is why so many men do it, so many fathers do it. And that's the worst thing that a father can do to hurt their chances in a paternity or custodial battle is this. They leave the home. That's right, they leave the home. See, now a lot of people won't tell you that. A lot of attorneys won't tell you that. Why? Because let me tell you something. Attorneys not going through what we're going through, okay? Some attorneys, but these attorneys that are out here spitting this game and actually saying, hey, listen, do this, do that. I mean, they mean well, I'm sure, but having somebody that had skin in the game that went through it, and it's been successful doing it, not for my pockets, not to say, oh yeah, I got you, but no, for the foundation of my kids moving forward and their kids moving forward, because they would have learned the thing as well. Don't leave the household, especially you married men. Because when you get married, both husband and wife, your name's on the paperwork, so why would you leave? It's both of your responsibilities to pay a mortgage, so why would you leave? I know we get caught up in this, oh, the man should leave, the man should sacrifice, the man should do the best thing. Both of you guys are adults, the husband and wife. So why is it always the man to leave? Never leave, because I'm gonna tell you something, that's the first thing. You're just cutting your nose when you leave. So when you walk into court, you know what they're gonna see it as? As soon as the case is open, really, from the day you walk out, the system is gonna see that as abandonment. And guess what? That's the first thing that a person can use against you, the mother can use against you, is you abandon it. And trust me, I know this because in my divorce in 2006, when my then wife walked out, that's what we used against her initially. It immediately put her behind the power curve. When I was left to take care of everything with the children, left to do everything and be responsible while she didn't do it. And she had periodic visitation and periodic seeing them. And that's an advantage. But that's a disadvantage if you lose. Don't leave. Now, there's things to do to keep yourself safe and not have turmoil, and stay professional, tact, and have some type of bearing. That's the problem too with a lot of us men. We get in our emotions. I know, because I was in my emotions then. But we have to tame them. You ever been pulled up with a cop behind you. You get on your best behavior. You get real stoic. Just enough where that time that cop can leave you alone or give you a warning and you go. That's what you need to do in these situations. Yes, the time is longer, but you need to do it. Listen, the benefits of being a part of this platform and subscribing and supporting this platform is because you have the experience here on Flawless Fatherhood. I've been through it. I've won on both ends. Not win for me, but win for my children, the children I share with their mothers. Went through, and I was a single parent, from age 8 and 3, my first 2 boys. I was a single parent. I raised them up into sound, productive members of society with great jobs and everything else, and they're living good. And I have a 9-year-old that I co-parent. I was the single custodial parent of my 8 and 3-year-old back in 2006. And with my 9-year-old currently, I have a 50-50 timeshare, week on, week off, week on, week off, so I can raise him adequately into a man. Because that's our job, is to raise our children, you know what I'm saying, into men. It's especially our sons, obviously, but our daughters, we still need to be in our daughters' lives. Both parents need to be there equally and adequately. And that's what I'm here to change. I got a lot of stuff going on. I'm finalizing the Flawless Fatherhood Blueprint. Listen, I'm in the business of protecting current fathers going through trouble, future fathers that are going through trouble, that will possibly go through trouble. And listen, I want the whole scope. I want to take care and be able to give off my wisdom and help support and be able to help to allow these kids to come up with both parents. That's very important. So please, do not leave the household. Do not freaking trick yourself off these streets, AKA trick yourself and finesse yourself out of your kids' lives, because you will regret it in the long term. Let's not be emotional, and let's do what's right. Let's change the culture. Don't leave the household. That is rule number 1. See you on the next episode of Flawless Fatherhood.